What's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
First podcast.
First episode.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later.
My name's Tim.
My name is David.
Where'd you come up with the name? You did come up with the name. We'll talk about it later. This is actually all you. This is your brainchild, man.
Well, we kind of did it together, but the name came from I was incarcerated, and it was the first time I was ever incarcerated sober. And there was a fella in there. I'm not going to put his name out there, obviously, but there was a guy in there. He was a good friend of mine, and he was not sober. And
Right.
So every time I would walk in the cell, he would say, "Oh, we'll talk about it later." You know what I mean?
Just to mess with you.
Yeah, he was doing that messing with me because he knew I was sober. And it just kind of stuck. So now when people walk in the room, I like to say, "We'll talk about it later."
Right.
Yeah, and
I know one in particular.
yeah.
Oh man.
It just it kind of stuck, and we were talking about doing a podcast, and it just kind of
It's a good name, man.
it just kind of hit. You
It's
know
a
what I
good
mean?
name. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of support for this podcast.
We do.
We do.
We're blessed as far as that goes. Wouldn't you?
Man, we're blessed in every way possible.
Come on.
I mean, for real. I mean, we
Yeah.
might not have everything that we want material-wise at this moment,
All right.
but what do we have? You know what I'm saying? We've got everything.
You know, it's funny. I was having that conversation with a friend just the other day, and I was like, I had this and I had this, and the pool and the cars and the truck and the nice house, and it just wasn't enough. It was
Right.
never enough. What is it about us that?
I mean, I really don't know. I mean, and obviously for everybody that's listening, I mean, this is a recovery podcast. Me and Tim are in recovery. I've got 18 months clean and sober from any kind of substance in my body.
I'm right at 16 months.
Yeah, so we're right there together.
Yeah.
Me and Tim actually went through treatment together. That was a blessing. It was a blessing to meet him in treatment and then continue our friendship outside of treatment.
That's right.
But material things, man. I mean, for real. Even though I'm in recovery, I still want material things. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I still dream about getting a car. You know, I still dream about getting my own place. I'm living in sober living, but I want my own spot. You know what I mean? But really, at the end of the day, do I need anything? No. You know.
I'm really enjoying this stripped down version of myself, man.
Yeah.
And you said what a blessing it was to be in treatment. And I'll tell you what, how many grown adults can say they carved out a significant portion of their life and just worked on themselves? And to me, that's been the biggest blessing of all. I started writing. I started really talking. I never really, for a guy who's known as a talker, I didn't really talk about any of that much. And
Yeah.
it was just a whole new avenue for me, man.
I still remember when you came in.
We're gonna go into this right now.
You know what I mean? Oh, man.
Right. Yeah.
Look, I've been in treatment for
Couple of months.
been there for like 2 months.
Yeah.
So I had just got my feet kind of on the ground, kind of got, planted in what I was doing. And,
Right.
In the center. And then here comes Tim. And my first impression of you, Tim, no, don't take any offense to this, but my first impression is, what is he doing here?
Yeah.
He does not, he don't belong here. You know what I mean? He's not the kind of guy that fits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Addiction doesn't discriminate.
It does not. I mean, because you were well spoken. The first time I spoke to you, was well spoken. Well, hello, David. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, what in the world? But I'll never forget when we were sitting in that class that day, and we were fixing to go to lunch, and Tim sitting over there being quiet, doing his little thing. And all of a sudden, I can't remember what the clinician said,
Yeah.
but she said something that sparked it, and you kind of sat up, put your pen down, and you said, "All right, I'm ready to talk," and then you laid it out. And remember, we was late for lunch that day.
That was the first time I'd ever talked about it, and tears in my eyes on that, buddy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
But that was when I knew there was something in you. You know what I mean? Like when I heard that story, I heard you talk. I felt the pain, and
Well, I remember the relief I felt just from being honest, not
Right.
just getting some stuff off my chest, but I've never really been openly honest like that.
right.
And it's a shame to say, but you know, to be this age and never really been an honest person up to that
Yeah.
point, you know. And,
So Tim, do you think that now that you've completed treatment and everything's done, do you kind of feel like it was worth it?
absolutely.
I mean, especially for the people out there that's thinking about maybe going to treatment, like, do you think maybe it's something that you should encourage people to do?
Absolutely. I think, and we've talked about this, David. I think the partying and being an addict, and it's kind of run its course, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I think
It's not cool anymore.
it's not cool anymore. It's just not.
It's not cool anymore. I mean, when
People are out there dying, man.
they're dying every day. They're dying every day. But the thing about it is like when we were coming up as kids, you know what I mean? Back when, before cell phones was a thing, you know what I mean? When you had to ride your bicycle around the neighborhood to see where your buddy was at, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's when it all
Oh,
started
sure.
for me, and it's like back then, I think it was the criminal element and it was the criminal way of thinking that oh, I got away with that. You know what I mean? And that's what made it fun. That's what made it cool,
Right.
right? But now it's like people are. I don't want to say starting to get woke because that's a term that it's used for many things, but they're starting to realize that people's dying. Like, how many households do you think that there is in the world that is affected by addiction? I mean, everybody.
I'd say the numbers are staggering.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
I would say the numbers are staggering. And I think that's another reason why we're seeing more funding and more acceptance is because it's not just an inner city problem anymore. It's not just the suburbs anymore. This has gone across the board. It has come to the entire spectrum of people in every social caste. Everyone has been hit by this, all the way up to the president of the United States.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody's been touched by it. Everybody knows somebody. You know what
Right.
I mean? Let's see. Let's kind of like.
What do you think about these vapes, man? I'm sitting here thinking, oh, boy, it's just another thing, man.
Yeah, it's just another thing. It's a hand to mouth, thing to do. I got one myself, but the purpose that I kind of wanted to do with with this podcast was to. Oh, here, I'll tell you a little story. Let me tell you a story.
Tell me a story, Dave.
All right, so when I went to jail this last time, I was in there and I was sober. It's the first time I've ever been in jail sober. It's the first time I ever experienced it completely 100% clean. I was sitting in jail and I'd been in there for a while, and this guy come walking up to me, and this guy had been in the cell for maybe, I don't know, I think maybe about 2 months. But he's an older cat, you know what I mean?
Right.
And but he didn't talk to nobody. He just minded his own business. He did what he had to do, and he prayed every morning and every night before he went to bed.
Right.
Okay, so I was sitting there one day, and this guy walked up to me out of nowhere. And he says, "Are you in recovery?" And I said, "I am." I said, "How'd you know?" And he said, "I could just see it." He said, "God put it on my heart for me to tell you that He's going to give you a stage for you to be able to help people." He said, "You're good at talking." He said, you can capture people's attention. You know what I mean? He said, "God's going to give you a stage." And he said, "I don't know what that stage's going to look like." He said, "It might be a corner somewhere. It might be in a parking lot. It might be on a stage in a facility. It might be." He said, "I don't know what it's going to look like." He said, "But God told me." He said, "Put it on my heart for me to tell you that." And that's the only time that man spoke to me in there. Okay, so I didn't know what to say. I was like, that's weird. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. And so, but it resonated. He planted a seed, and I just kept thinking. And so like, and you've been there. You listened to me speak inside the centers
Many times.
Okay, so I can't tell you. I can sit here and honestly tell you that every single time that I do that, there's at least one person, and I'm not saying this for any pats on the back. I'm just giving a real example. Every single time that I share in that center and I talk to the community, okay, at least one, if not more, come up to me with tears in their eyes, and they tell me, "Hey, I relate to that. Thank you for what you said. You just stopped me from leaving rehab today. You just stopped me from going out and using it today." And that feeling is what makes it worth it. That feeling is what makes me want to do this.
I agree, 100%.
And so I was sitting there thinking, me and you were talking in the office that day, and I was sitting there thinking, man, how can I still work in the rehab, but how can I reach people outside of here? Because we work a lot, you know what I mean? We're busy.
We work a lot.
And then we were joking, and then it was like, hey, we should do a podcast.
It was just a joke.
It was a joke, man.
But we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about it.
Right.
But that's the purpose of the podcast for me.
You know, and it's just while it's on my mind, it was something that you brought up, kind of joking in passing, and then the people around us that said, "Hey, you guys, you know, you two should go for this," and I'm just,
Oh, yeah.
well, let's buy us some microphones and let's get us a little. And
Let's
he was
try
like,
it.
"Hey, Tim, we need,
Yeah.
Dave, what do you think about this, man?" You know, and all of a sudden we're sitting here, man. I couldn't be more proud to be sitting here with you right now, man. That's
Likewise,
awesome.
likewise, Tim.
Yeah.
This is a blessing.
And
now.
could you see us 2 years ago?
No.
Just finding the time to just focus on something that I'm truly grateful and blessed right now, man.
I am too. I am too. And we got a lot of supporters out there. It is actually quite
Man.
surprising.
I'll tell the people that are supporting us
I
just
mean-
blow. And it's not just support. There's genuine care and
Yeah.
you
Well,
just
there-
feel the outpouring of love coming our way, man.
Well, there's
It's
potential.
awesome.
You know, there's potential for this thing to go big
Right,
because,
right.
and by big I mean there's potential for us to help some people.
Yeah.
You know.
That's our measure of success.
Yes,
That-
absolutely. Yeah.
It's not this grand podcast
No.
that's blowing up all over. We just hope that something we say might resonate with somebody out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If we can get there and get one person just to hear us talk, maybe he or she can relate to something that we say, and it puts a smile on their face, and it makes them stop using for a day, or maybe not go relapse, or maybe it makes them reach out for help. Maybe it makes them reach out to their families, and tell them they love them. Who knows? You know what I mean? But that's success to me. That's the purpose of this.
That's our measure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
But we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about that. Can't get enough of it. You know, we need to get a merchandise line going, man, like cups and hats and
We do.
T-shirts and
Absolutely. Our little logo thing's pretty cool too.
yeah.
Yeah. I think we can make some t-shirts.
Shout out.
Shout out. Shout out Miss Linda Jones.
Liz Linda Jones,
Now Linda Jones is our boss.
and probably our biggest supporter.
Our
She's
biggest
been
supporter, our
behind
biggest fan.
us,
Yeah, absolutely.
100% of the way.
Absolutely.
It's just awesome. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate you.
She is going to be coming to sit in on the podcast.
She will be our guest.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've actually got a few guests lined up that I'm excited to talk to.
We do. Okay. I don't think we should drop any names.
No,
yet.
let's not. Let's save it.
Yeah,
Let's
we
save
got.
it.
But we got some big people in recovery that's going to be coming to sit with us. It's going to be coming to talk to us, kind of telling their story. We don't really have the thing that's different about our podcast for everyone that's listening is we're not scripted. Okay, we're not going to sit here with a notepad with everything written out and kind of read off of it and do all that. We're going to sit here, we're going to talk just like we normally talk. We're going to laugh, we're going to cut up, we're going to make jokes, and we're going to talk about some serious real life stuff.
Have you seen some of these?
Oh man,
Search Recovery podcast.
it's
No,
no offense to anybody else. No offense.
But it's boring.
It's depressing.
It's boring. I mean,
It's almost like a pamphlet. That
yeah, like
I was in
want-
treatment.
I wanted to go a different direction than that, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. No, man.
I want to make people laugh.
Right.
I also want to make them cry.
Those are powerful tears, ain't they? Really?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like I want all of that. I want people to be able to relate to us.
Yeah.
You know,
I want them to be excited.
on whatever day we drop our episodes to for them to say, oh man, new episodes. We'll talk about theirs out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey man, you should check this out. This helped me. You know.
Yeah. And word of mouth is going to be critical for us. You know.
It is.
And
Well,
with,
we
the,
got-
with the recovery community growing the way it's growing, I mean,
We got some people that's gonna help us get the word out.
yeah,
I'm really excited. I'm excited about this. It's gonna be fun.
it is.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It is. And you know, it's funny. We've been scrambling trying to find a good, comfortable place to do it. And I don't know if we'll always be in this spot, but it seems pretty comfortable right now.
Seems pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
Pretty comfortable. But I don't like imposing on
Yeah.
people. We gotta get us a spot.
Yeah,
But it'll come.
it'll come.
Yeah.
It will.
Just for anybody just wondering, I don't know what platform you're listening to us on, but we are going to try to get on every platform that we are able to put a podcast on. We want to put it out there for everyone to hear. So if you see us and you like us, share us around. Tell your friends about us.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Let's get the word of hope out there.
Hey, if you don't care, Dave, while you said something that just made this pop into my head, and I don't want to pass it up. Talk a little bit about the 2%. Yeah, right.
Like the 2%.
Tell them what the 2% is first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the 2% is a number that angers me. It, so basically, what it is if you take the entire world, that is, because addiction's everywhere. It's not just here. It's not just the United States. It's all over the world. And so if you take 100% of the people that are in active addiction, okay, only 10% of the population of addicts get the chance for rehabilitation. Okay, so then when you take the 10% that are in treatment, only 2% makes it out. Now, so in retrospective, so let's say let's make it easy to understand. 100 people
100 guys sitting in a room
that are addicts
that are addicts in a facility.
in a facility.
Okay.
Okay, only 10 of those people will get the opportunity to go to treatment. Okay, so now you're down to 10. So when you get into 10, and these 10 go through treatment, all 10 complete treatment. We're not even talking about people leaving, none of that. We're just talking about 10 people go in, 10 people get out. Only 2 out of the 10 will make it. Now that's statistics. That's not saying it's isolated in one place or one treatment center. Out of 10 people, only 2 of them are going to make it.
Right. That's a broad
Because,
test.
it's a broad spectrum.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but still, that's where they get the 2% from. Is that only 2% of the addicts that get into treatment make it, and to me, that's devastating.
See, I think that's where there's a discrepancy in people's belief. I think they see that 2% and they think, of all the addicts in the world, only 2% are going to make it. Well, no, it's even more minute than that.
Yeah.
Of the 10% of every addict, only 2% are going to get it, and the numbers are staggering. It's,
Right. And like I say, let's say for example where me and you went through treatment, right?
Yeah.
Now, I could relapse tomorrow. I mean, we don't know. You know what I mean? We only got today. But so far, the numbers of the people that came through there with us, it's more than 2%,
It's more.
and we're making it. You know what I'm saying?
I see it every day.
I mean, and it's
It's
positive.
encouraging.
It is encouraging, but that's where 2%. I don't know what kind of language I can use, but it makes me mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
I think you can say it pisses you off.
it pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
It pisses me off too, man.
I mean, 2%, that's the best we can do. That's the best we can do.
Well, like I said, I am encouraged because I do see more and more people. Now, of course, we know that one of the most disheartening things is seeing the potential in somebody and them not seeing it themselves.
Seeing the potential, or sitting and watching someone and watch them put the work in,
All the work.
and then all of a sudden just fall.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, like, what was it in that person's head that day that made him fall? Or made her fall? I don't know. To me, it's mind blowing.
It's heartbreaking.
It is.
It is for me. And I've been guilty of people say I care too much sometimes. Well, I don't buy
I
into
don't
that.
think so.
I don't buy into that, man.
No.
I genuinely do care, and I will try to talk somebody down every single time.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's one of the pleasures of working in recovery that me and you have been able to experience. I experienced it before I even worked in recovery. I experienced it when I was in treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Watching the guys that came with me through treatment, and they come in and they're broken.
Oh,
They're broken. You
Oh.
can see it in their face.
that first week's rough.
Oh man,
Woo!
it is.
Man, it's like, is that what I look like?
Oh man,
You know
I
what I mean?
hope I did. I guess I did.
You did.
But you get to watch them, and you get to watch them as they come through, and then all of a sudden you see them, a low life come back, and they start moving around, they start talking normal,
Mm.
they come out of that psychosis, and then one day you're looking at them, and this person will be telling you the whole time, I don't want to be here,
Mm.
I don't want to do this, I'm not going to make it, and then you talk to them a couple weeks down the road, and all of a sudden it's like a light went off, you know what I mean? And it's like,
And then some of them go on to be leaders in the community. And
that you never would have thought.
oh
That you
man,
never would have thought.
right.
But it's a beautiful thing. That's what makes it worth it to me. to work in recovery. You know what I mean?
I'm not in for the money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think anybody is.
I don't think anybody is.
No,
If they are,
it's something
they're
else.
in for the wrong
It's
reason.
something different.
Yeah.
It's truly gratifying. You know, we're not sending a product down the line that we're never going to see again in some factory somewhere.
Yeah, it's not the same pair of headphones over and over and over and over and
No,
over
it's
and over.
not.
You know what I mean? Because each person's different. Each person brings something new to the table.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
meet some interesting folks, don't we?
Oh,
What about the group of just talent? What is it? What is it? You see so many really crazy talent. Remember that one dude who did the murals?
yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, he did good.
Woo!
Yeah, he did real good.
you
Fuck.
never would have thought it.
No, you look at this little guy.
Yeah.
Man, he's been through it, and then he just does something that blows your mind. And I see it time and time again with the writing, people writing, and people
Musicians.
get out of here, get out of town with musicians.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
But I mean, let's just be honest here. I mean, really, when we're in addiction, we're trying to hide from something, right? We're trying to escape something, some sort of pain, some sort of trauma, something in our life that has went incredibly wrong.
try another
We're
way.
trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so, like, really, when you're doing that, you're not focusing on what you're good at. You're not practicing it. You know what I mean? I mean,
Really, I didn't know
what
that.
else good at? And I still kind of don't. You know what I mean? I'm still learning myself right now.
Yeah, I told you what you's good at.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to think I'm good at everything. You know what I'm saying?
You're really good at talking to a crowd of people, man.
Yeah, I think
Honestly, and I'm not blowing smoke, and I don't want to, you know, but you know, that's something that you either have or you don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, the thing about talking to a crowd of people that fires me up is that when I get to talking, like at
first I get over here and I'm like,
Always, if you ain't nervous, you ain't living.
you know what I mean? It's like, and you
look, everybody's just looking at you.
you know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing that gets me fired up by talking to a group of people that I never knew that I could do is that once I reach them, I know I got it. You know what I'm saying? I can tell. I can tell when the crowd shifts and everybody's paying attention and they're starting to relate. They're starting to nod their heads
Because you don't hear
nothing. Nothing. There ain't no side
they're,
talking.
they're full attention.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's how you know, man.
But it's, I think a lot of it is the energy that I bring though when I'm talking. Like,
You do.
like sitting down, like who's sitting in there, there's a crowd of people here right now. I could probably talk to them, but I probably wouldn't. I probably couldn't reach them. Like I gotta be standing up, I gotta be moving, I gotta be using my hand gestures.
You do talk with your
Yeah.
hands.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like it. And
Yeah.
Oh, mammy.
Yeah. Yeah.
but I do like it, and I am good at it.
And it's not bragging. I've had a couple people come tell me, one of the guys we went through treatment with.
Well, I watch them line up after you talk, and they just want to shake your hand, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I'm not saying for pat from the back. It's just that I have figured out that that's my passion. I've figured out that that's what I can
And
do.
if it was fake,
Yeah.
they'd spot you a mile
Oh, a
away.
mile away.
They'd spot you. They wouldn't give a damn about you.
How many times have you heard a lead from someone that is just saying and going through the motions and just saying
Saying everything they're supposed to say,
Yeah.
and then watch everybody just get up and make it to the
And
closest
just
exit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean,
For
So,
sure.
I mean,
I can think of a couple in particular that were just like, oh, it was cringe.
right. I mean,
So cringe.
And kudos to them, you know, for trying to keep doing the right thing. But
Right.
you could tell us addicts. We can sit and tell if somebody's genuine or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Uh,
We know a liar when we see one.
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean,
We got good at it. That's all we dealt with for.
I just be real with you. I mean, that's what I was. I was a liar,
Me too,
manipulator.
me
You know
too,
what I
buddy.
mean?
Me
Yeah.
too. Like I said, I'm that day in that class. You know, it was a certain amount of freedom that came along with being brutally honest.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't know if I was afraid to be honest, afraid of, you know, lie to the bitter end.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and I don't know, it was just a pivotal moment for me.
Yeah.
Can't believe you remember that.
Yeah, I remember. Because it changed my life when I heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I looked at you different. Because I like I'm serious. When you came, I was like, this guy, he's not supposed to be here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I had a couple people say, "Are you a plant?
Yeah, for real.
Did they send you here
Yeah, to get
to
information.
infiltrate?"
Yeah.
I said, "Hell no."
Yeah. But no, when you said that, and the story was real, You know, there was real tears, there was real emotion, there was real, empathy in that. I recognize that, and it changed my life. And that's when me and you became friends. Because I called you afterwards and I shook your hand and I said, "Hey, man, you need to tell people this. You need to get this."
And you did, really. Yeah, and look where that led for me, man.
Yeah, I told you,
You told me, get up.
get up and talk. Man. Get
Yeah.
up and talk.
And
It helps.
it helped me gain that leadership
Absolutely.
in the community. And it's just been one thing after another since.
It's just been rolling.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Hey, you've helped me just as much as I've helped you. Believe that. In a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah.
We've become good friends.
Yeah.
I tell you what though, if you'd have asked me, let's see, how far am I into this? 18 months? If you'd have asked me 18 months ago, would I be sitting on the couch doing a recovery podcast with another guy that's clean and sober to this day?
Oh, man, come on.
I'd have laughed you out of the house.
What?
Like, get out of here, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
No.
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 Oh, shit.
No, it's gonna be fun, man. This podcast is gonna be just like this. This is what I want. I want to be able to sit back, and we're gonna have some topics. We're gonna come up with some topics. We're gonna have some guest speakers. I feel like me and you should probably sit down and probably do our lead. And let the listeners know our story as well,
Yeah.
so they can relate to it.
I think that's a good idea.
But it's not ever going to be scripted. We're just going to sit here and talk and try to relate. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm excited about.
Because, again, I don't want it to be fake. I want it to be real.
I want it to be real.
Yeah.
I want people to grab onto it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Well, listen, man. I'm glad that we're doing this.
Me too.
I'm really glad we're doing this.
Me too.
It feels right.
It's going to happen.
My name's Tim Lewis,
My name is David Frazier.
and we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later. All right. It's going to be fun. Isn't it?
It's gonna be good, dude.
Ow. That was a good little 20-minute up and up.
Was it?
Probably 20, 30 minutes, yeah.
I'd like to stay around 30 minutes for each